commentator at the Financial Times. Martin, have you ever seen anything like it?
No.
You said in a tweet today, and your tweet today is, by the way, becoming the tweet du jour for everybody. You described the Prime Minister and the Chancellor as mad, bad and dangerous. They have to go.
Yes, that is exactly what I feel. I think they have demonstrated this very clearly. I disagree with the plan, the fundamental way they think about it, both economically and politically. But in addition to this fundamental problem, I don't think it's a plan for growth. I don't think the spending cuts they will have to go through with are tolerable, and they won't be acceptable either. But I think in addition to that, the way they've handled this is just unbelievably irresponsible and incompetent, just breathtaking.
Does the U-turn today put, I mean, it's only a couple of billion that are off the borrowing that will be required, but does it give breathing space?
This is a political judgment, and I don't know, but I really would be surprised.
But from markets and economics?
I know. From an economics point of view, all this would show, I think, to anyone is that they're weak as well as silly. They can't, it has no substance to it, this withdrawal. They realise that it's very, very unpopular, which shows they're very, very silly. But the fundamental point is the programme is still, £43 billion of permanent tax cuts. Nobody knows, because nobody's calculated, but at least 150 billion on the energy plan, which might be much more. So it's a huge blank cheque that people are being asked to fund, and Britain has a huge current account deficit. It means it's going to have to be funded from abroad. And foreigners are looking at this and they're saying, is this really a G7 government?
The idea that this was put forward without the OBR is bad enough. But when the Prime Minister admitted yesterday that it had been put forward without cabinet, that I found remarkable.
Well, I would if I didn't know something about these people. I mean, I think they are zealots. I think they believe that they are absolutely right. I think they believe that they've got into this position and they're allowed to do whatever they want. And who else? Nobody else matters.
Why are they different from Thatcher? Because Thatcher did lots of tax cuts.
Oh, well, in many respects. First of all, she ran her cabinet she was a real disciplinarian, but she had splits, but she got really strong supporters. Second, she really cared about budgetary prudence. They raised taxes to close the budget deficit famously in the early 80s to fix the deficit problem. She was very concerned that they might become hostage to market forces. Mrs. Thatcher had very clear goals and aims, but she was really quite prudent, and she would never, I'm absolutely convinced of this, have done anything like this.
Why do you think they did it? I mean, to not get any recommendations, to go behind the back of cabinet, to put out a deal, the Treasury, all right, I know he fired...
They didn't talk to the Treasury.
But the Treasury people must have said, if you do this, the Bank of England, and by the way, we've got the former Deputy Director of the Bank of England, former Deputy Governor of the Bank of England on the programme in a moment or three, they must have got advice that the bank will have to sterilise it for inflation. The bank will have to do this. The bank will have to do that.
I don't know what advice they got, because I'm not sure they asked anybody for it. And I'm not quite clear who they would have asked. We don't know. We simply don't know. But they have not gone, as far as I can see, through any standard official channels. You're asking, why not? Well, my answer has to be they are zealots and they're very ignorant, and they don't think they have anything to learn from anybody else.
I've studied your articles over many years and your writings. You don't use those words lightly.
No.
I mean, you've seen pretty much every budget crisis. For how long?
I've done this job for a quarter of a century. I have never written about any prime minister's government of a country like this in this way in my life.
Tells us all we need to know.
It's not. There's no precedent in my experience for something like this. I'd expect it in Argentina.
Is it recoverable?
Not for these people, in my view, but that's a big judgment. I think they have lost trust And it's very difficult to get trust back. That's one thing we all know as people and as politicians.
Martin, it's lovely to be actually in London and to be able to see you and say
It's a
thank you,
great
sir.
pleasure.
Thank you,
Great
sir. Very
pleasure.
grateful. Thank you. Now, US market.